Mayhaps if you talk to the dwarves, you could join forces and become unstoppable, mayhaps.
Heyo. I'm driving home Monday evening, 5:45 Texas time. Thursday at midnight Texas time. Be able to download Dragon's Dogma 2 after 12 or 13 years. Been a long ass wait. I took Monday off of work, which is a difficult task for me to accomplish, to take a day off of work. Took Monday off, so I get to play some Friday when I get home from work, and then Saturday when I get home from work, and then Sunday, no work, and then Monday, no work. Get to play Dogma 2 for quite a bit. That's going to be pretty spectacular. And I'm pretty stoked. Fucking Thief looks badass, and that's really, honestly, all I care about. I'll have to play a little bit of Archer to get some augments, like the climbing speed. Not really sure why Archer has that as an augment, but whatever. And also Archer has the vital hitbox boost, like damaging the head, I suppose is probably what it means. Extra damage to vital locations, which would make sense for Thief. And then I'll have to play Magic Archer to get that stamina replenish augment per kill, which is something that I always wanted to have as an augment rather than Glove's armor piece. That's going to be pretty slick having that as an augment. All the skills look pretty cool. It looks like Mage has Gale Harness, where Mage can apply it to, I don't know, anybody, I guess. Maybe it's like all four at the same time, all members, I don't know. But it's Gale Harness. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm interested in the Thief's fire enchantment skill where they douse their blades in flame. I wonder if it's an actual enchantment so that the Thief can damage physically immune enemies like a Wraith, for example, or if it's just simply fire on top of the blades. I don't know. But if it is like enchanted, that's gonna be badass. Instead of having to carry a permanently enchanted set of daggers. But yeah, I'm pretty darn excited. I don't think Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to be all that big that everybody's preparing for or expecting. I don't think it's going to be highly recognized and finally overwhelmed with so much. I'm basing this off of YouTube channel view count. Sure, you will see some Dogma videos with like 144,000 views, but the majority of the Dogma videos are like 4,000 views, 8,000, maybe 10, and then you see the high ones, but they're expected. They're from channels that have high views, like millions of subscribers. So I don't think it's going to get super popular. It's going to get a higher population. There's going to be more fans following Dragon's Dogma, which, you know, fine, cool. The YouTube channels that, you know, just pop up out of nowhere talking about Dragon's Dogma 2 and hyping it up, they'll fall off, you know, when they realize that they're not getting the view counts that they're desiring. They'll move on to another game and then try again. And then when that doesn't quite work for them, they'll move on to another game and try again. And yeah, I'll make Dogma videos. It'll just take me a little bit of time to... Well, honestly, I just want to fucking play the game first, you know? I'm selfish. I just want to play the game for me, as it was a long time ago. And then I'll start making Dogma videos once I get a hand on it and once I've extinguished the excitement and selfishness. The enemies, there are some new enemies. Doesn't look like a whole lot of new enemies, which is fine. I'm cool with, just an exact replica, really. I would like a different hard mode, like if they were to have a hard mode selection. I don't want simply just, extra damage, less damage, more defense, less defense. I don't like that whole lazy calculation of difficulty modes. I'd rather it be more spawn of an enemy, or different spawn of an enemy, or even different AI techniques and enemies, like just harder enemies, smarter enemies. But we'll see about that. I'm still not sure about all of the other vocations. Sure, after thousands and thousands of hours of thief and what have you, I'll start playing around with mage and everybody else. I have to go through archer a little bit to get the augments, and magic archer to get the augment. I don't see any augments that I'm interested in from fighter. Mage has a stamina augment. The Mystic Spear Hand I was briefly excited about until I noticed that his teleport skill is like a two-step skill. It requires you to throw out that magic dart to an enemy, and then you can teleport to that enemy. Or that bubble thing that the Mystic Spear Hand does, you have to mark the enemy first before you can teleport, rather than just a simple teleport skill. You have to mark them first. I'm not too thrilled about that, though it does look pretty cool having Mystic Spear Hand teleport up to a flying griffin all of a sudden. And I suppose that's where the warfare would make sense. You could teleport as the Mystic Spear Hand and then switch to Thief, and now you're climbing the griffin and go at it. But I don't know. I still don't know about the whole warfare. The gimped stats for the warfare makes sense, but it kind of leads me to think that it could be gimped other ways as well, such as possibly no augments for the warfare. I don't know. Maybe the gimped stats don't matter that much because you've got these three vocations, but with Thief and Climbing, just like how it was with Dogma 1, Strider versus Magic Archer versus Assassin, climbing-wise, Strider just annihilated it, which would be the same here with the Warfare versus Thief. So I would rather just be Thief and get the full potential of climbing damage. I mean, other aspects could work out with the Warfare, enchanting an item and then carrying on. I still don't think, though, the Enchanted Shield for fighter is going to be the Mystic Knight riposte. From the videos that I've seen the shield enchanted, and I've seen a perfect block, but I did not see the riposte. I saw like a minor explosion of the shield causing flames, or like a lightning dust. It could be that they didn't have that core skill unlocked, but I still think they probably missed the whole Mystic Knight riposte with an enchanted shield on the fighter. We'll see soon enough. 3 days, something like that, 4 days. I don't feel like doing math. All I know is Thursday at midnight. And I'm still pretty sure this is it as far as the vocations. The 9 plus warfare, which is the ultimate hybrid, I suppose. I don't think we're going to get any more in a DLC or anything, mostly because I don't think they can think of any other vocations. When you're limiting the character to one weapon, and you're trying to think of a vocation that could wrap around this one weapon, like a katana doesn't make sense because we already have fighter with sword and shield, we already have warrior with a two-hander, and we have mystic knight with a spear, so like the katana just doesn't fit in. That's redundant. Or monk would be, I don't know, they could have easily added monk, they could still add monk, but I don't think they will. You'd have to have the gauntlets, which is fine, but they didn't add any vocations in the first game during the DLC. It was set and final with the 9. It's already off balance, so I don't think they care about balance at all. You can't look at the red, green, blue, yellow and try to balance it all out and make it symmetrical, because they're not going off of that anymore. And when you try to fill in those gaps to create these color coordinated symmetry, then it just doesn't make sense. For like a necromancer as a vocation, basically he would need a staff, which mage has a staff, sorcerer has a staff. But then what would the necromancer's heavy attack be? What would the light attack be? And then you have skills. But I mean, they pulled it off with the trickster, I guess, like a vocation that makes absolutely no sense. Somehow they managed to give it a light attack and a heavy attack. Not quite attacks in a sense, more like flamboyant, illusionary crowd control, but they managed to figure it out. I don't think we'd see dual wielding battle axes. Mostly Thief. I mean, it'd be the same animation set as Thief, then it would just be redundant. And whatever other vocations everybody else was predicting or hoping or thinking, I just don't think it's going to fit in. Well, that's probably about it. This might be the last time you hear from me for a little while, unless I find something that I just can't fucking hold it in and I gotta make a goddamn video on it. That's a possibility. We'll see soon enough. I'm gonna play the shit out of it over the weekend and Monday. Got the day off. So until then, we'll catch you on the flip side.